Australian shares are set to open sharply higher this morning after Wall Street markets bounce back on Friday. Joining me now is our business reporter, Edward Boyd. Ed, nice to hear that there's going to be a bit of a bounce this morning. This is all due to investors repricing their expectations for inflation and interest rates?
Yeah, on Friday in the US and European markets, there was a huge bounce back up about between 1.5% to 3%, depending on what part of the world you were in. But it's all around investors now believing central banks aren't going to need to lift interest rates by, say, 1% at upcoming meetings. They're going to have to lift rates. They're going to have to lift rates, but they're not expecting such massive rate hikes because the big fear was rates going up too quickly will trigger a recession. So on Friday, investors sort of started repricing their expectations. They're expecting cash rates to continue going up, but not at really large amounts. And that's given a lot of stock markets a heap of support on Friday. And our market's expected to rise about 1.6% this morning, which would be a really strong rally because it has been on a downward spiral for basically the last 5 or 6 weeks. So expect our market to jump nicely this morning and hopefully keep rising throughout the week.
Okay, nice little start to Monday for you there, Ed. Before we let you go, there is a rumour that Suncorp is considering selling its banking business for a cool $5 billion.
Yeah, Suncorp's owned its banking business since 1902, so it would be a pretty big deal if they did either sell it or spin it off, but that's definitely the speculation that we're seeing in the market at the moment. Suncorp haven't commented yet, but they are going to be holding a strategic briefing on their banking business apparently next month. So it would be a big step for Suncorp to sell off the business, but there's a lot of banks out there that would be interested in taking over all of the home loans that Suncorp has, mainly in Queensland and New South Wales is where their centralised business is. But it'd be a strong business, it'd be worth about $5 billion. It makes a profit of $400 million a year. So that could be a transaction that we might see over the next couple of months.
Okay, Ed, thanks so much. We'll check in with you when the market opens just after 10.